Last night, as we waited for our daughter to emerge from basketball practice, my wife and I reminisced on years gone by, specifically our wondrous college years. We were remembering the meals we ate as financially broke married students. Oftentimes, for lunch, we shared a $1 frozen meal. Then for supper, we would eat a few more $1 grocery bargains, canned green beans and instant mashed potatoes. It wasn't the best, but at least it was quick to make, allowing us to get back to our endless reading assignments. There's something interesting about those empty pocket years. We were content. I admit it would have been nice to have had a meal plan for the delicious all-you-can-eat dining halls on campus, but it would not have made us any more content. Our basic needs of food, clothing, and shelter were met. I was experiencing life alongside my beautiful, loving, pregnant wife, and there was meaning and purpose in our academic studies. We were content. I'm convinced the surest way to discontentment is to prioritize financial wealth and material possessions. The reason is quite simple. Those who prioritize money never have enough. It is so easy to deceive ourselves into thinking we can set a magic number of dollars and cents where contentment will be reached. It might begin with a desire as simple as owning a house. Who doesn't desire that? Oh, and of course, a reliable vehicle to travel around in. Is that not reasonable? Naturally, we also want enough money in the bank to cover expenses such as electric and water bills, phone and internet plans, and car and health insurance. Then we realize we also want some extra money for hobbies and date nights. Soon it's a garage to keep our SUV protected from the elements. Next, it's a bigger house for our growing family and a savings account for our children's future. Without seeming greedy or unreasonable, we can so easily become a donkey following the proverbial carrot. When financial wealth and material possessions are valued as the way to happiness, any chance of true and lasting contentment is eliminated. We'll chase and chase and chase what seems so close, only to find it's always just a tiny bit out of reach, and with each failed attempt at grasping it, we'll descend one step deeper into the dark and lonely pit of emptiness. The Bible summarizes all of this very simply. We brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that. People who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge men into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Okay, so if pursuing financial wealth and material possessions is foolish, what should we pursue? If money can't bring us contentment, what can? Let's turn to the Bible once again for the answer. Command them to do good, to be rich in good deeds, and to be generous and willing to share. In this way they will lay up treasure for themselves as a firm foundation for the coming age, so that they may take hold of the life that is truly life. The most content people I have ever met in life are those who travel down the road of loving and serving others. Those who are rich not in finances, but in good deeds. The most discontent are those who travel down the road as fortune hunters, focused solely on the accumulation of wealth in an effort to find happiness. The former is a road less traveled, far more difficult to set out on initially, but it's the road that leads to the life that is truly life. It's the road that leads to Eden, to paradise, to that garden in the east, to God's presence. It's the road that leads home.